Hey everyone, today we are carving lateral incisor. These are the materials we will use in the preparation of a lateral incisor. Let's measure the size of the tooth first and then remove the label of the soap from the surface. We should mark the required measurements of the tooth on the surface by using a ruler. Its length is 5 units. The width and thickness are both 3.5 units. The mesial side of the lateral incisor is quite different from the mesial side of the central incisor. The inclinations are much more evident in the lateral incisor. Its mesiodistal length is also narrower. Now let's put aside the central incisor. Lateral incisors labial face is more convex than central incisors labial face. Distal side is more convex on the lateral incisor. The inclinations of both the mesial side and the distal side must also be transferred onto the soap. When we transfer these inclinations with the help of a ruler, exact image on the screen must be obtained. We must get rid of the excess soap particles. We must always use pushing motions. We must always remember that we are trying to create an exact 3D replica of the tooth, so all surfaces must be prepared. We first prepared the labial side and now let's try to prepare the mesial side. There is a triangle shape on the mesial side. It meets in the middle. We mark the cervical 1/3 of the tooth and prepare the triangle towards it, so that we don't lose any thickness by mistake. And now we must round the surfaces again. When we look at the tooth from the above, we saw a triangle with a flat top and sides which are narrowing towards the cingulum. We want the labial side to stay straight and get narrow towards the cingulum. To achieve this, we move the wax knife towards the corners of the cingulum and form the mentioned triangle shape. We must see the narrowing of the triangle towards the cingulum. Now we must prepare concave lines around the neck of the tooth. We create these concave lines by holding the wax knife like a pen. We must also create a concave area in the cingulum. We give the necessary inclination to the wax knife and remove the required part from the soap. When we round the newly formed edge, the necessary concavity is achieved. Once the inner carving of the cingulum is finished, we can start to prepare the developmental grooves. The developmental grooves run as marked on the model. We mark the exact course of the grooves on the soap. We prepare the grooves by using the other side of the wax knife, and afterwards clean everything by using the sponge. We must make an M shape behind the cingulum. We must mark the M ladder by using the wax knife. Afterwards, we carve the markings and a mound is formed. The other side of the wax knife can also be used to make such carvings. However, caution must be taken when the other side is used to avoid losing the mold. We get rid of knife marks by polishing soap with a sock. We flatten surfaces by using the smaller Lacron carver. Afterwards, we mark the cervical line. The line steers towards the apex in the buccal side and steers towards the incisal edge in the mesial and distal sides. After we draw the cervical line, excess parts can be removed from the neck area. And finally, carving is finished. Then, all the surfaces are cleaned by using a sponge. Also, all the knife marks must be removed by using a sock. Hope you enjoy. See you in the next video.